Punk unicorns, we're here to stay, living our lives in our own way. Mama K and Nikki B, we're here to slay, tearing down walls we don't play. Gay man, be a woman, we're all one. Eccentric and wild, we're never done. Garage gods of filth and blasphemy. We're the punk unicorn family. Give us a hug, we'll give you a laugh. It's the Punk Unicorns Podcast. Mama K and Nikki B, we're a blast. Join us and you'll have a blast.
We're back.
What's up, bitches?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Rest in peace, George Wendt.
Oh, yeah, that just
Warm.
happened. That was new. So we've had a 3 weeks. So
Oh my gosh, so
we'll
much
have
has
a
happened.
Lot, right. We'll have a lot of random things to talk about.
Yes.
Um,
We're going to start by talking about Nick's vacation.
yeah, so I highly recommend Salem, Massachusetts, even if you're not a witch.
Even if you're not.
Short backstory. It's not as witchy as you think. They didn't start doing that shit until some dude wrote some book.
About some witch.
Right, and people kept wanting to see the fucking house.
But now the pictures that you took were really good. And I like the tombstone pictures that you took. And because
There are cemeteries everywhere. Like, every neighborhood has a cemetery.
The one
It's absolutely
tombstone looked
crazy.
like the staining on it almost looked like a woman's face.
One of them was a skeleton.
I've seen that.
Yeah, so it was kind of hard to see, but you could see it when you looked at it real good. Hey, what's up, bitch? And what else was great about the East Coast? Oh, so Boston, Massachusetts is pre-car. So all the roads are
Cobblestones.
like shaped like letters. Okay, there's 1,500 intersections. There's intersections where 5 and 6 roads meet.
Oh God, I would have an absolute panic attack.
You do when you have to look at 3 roads that intervene and then go to one road, and then there's a special merge lane for right turns, and they do this thing where okay, like here, the left lane moves off to the left of the main lane.
Correct.
It's the opposite there. The main lane in the center stays going center, and you can make left turns out of it, and then you get over to go right.
Yep, that's
Oh.
a panic attack for me waiting to happen.
Absolutely. They have a no fault clause, so people just pull out wherever they want because they know you'll stop because it won't be $2,000 in damage. If you hit someone going 15 miles an hour, that might not even crack their car, especially if it's metal. But still, everybody does it. They just pull out, and you're supposed to stop, and then the 10 people behind you are supposed to stop too.
That is redonkulous.
Let's see, good stuff. Fresh seafood everywhere, never frozen. Everywhere. And because you can't build anywhere in Boston, because everything's 300 years old there, it's diners.
Oh, like
there are-
old type,
Yeah.
diner type shit.
Exactly, like that place we like downtown Dayton when we were kids, Abner's. Just imagine.
Oh my gosh, I haven't thought of that in years. We had only went a couple times, and we went with my my G-Pop and my G-Mall.
Yeah, so every single restaurant in Salem was like Abner's or Hasty Tasty.
Ooh,
That was the
hasty
style.
tasty.
But they also, every single restaurant had fish and chips. Every single restaurant had scallops and clams. And we were right before lobster season, so it was expensive for there, but not for us for here.
Mm-hmm.
And just anybody lobsters. You'd be driving down the street and you look over in someone's yard, and I shit you not, there would be 10,000 lobster cages piled as high as a 2-story building, just sitting out in their yard waiting to be taken for the season.
Wow. You know, I thought about you the
It was
other
great.
day because wherever My cousin Michael and his wife Brittany and their little boy Hayden went on a little family vacation to wherever that place was that you went before last year.
Sandusky.
Yeah, and I see this post and I'm like, and she goes, the Mayflies have taken me as their queen now and they're never going to release. And I thought of you. I was like, oh my gosh, they have to be up where Nick is.
Yeah, no joke. If you have never been to Lake Erie from the end of April to the beginning of June, imagine insects covering. When I say every inch of every surface outside,
that's what she said.
You cannot walk without killing them. They're all over your porch. They're all over your seats. They're all over your windows. They're all over your car door, your car handle, every sidewalk, every street, every rock. The beach, everything. So if you want to do Lake Erie, go in August when everybody else does, when it's horribly crowded, and it's because there's no mayflies.
Yeah, that would be.
They will ruin a vacation.
They can do
well,
that.
They don't ruin it because they don't bite and they're not toxic, but you have to do gross shit like sweep every single morning when you get up. The entire area you're going to use outside.
Yeah, because they don't have a long lifespan, right? And they're just like dying.
Allegedly, it's 24 hours or something like that.
Allegedly.
I don't know about that. Then there must be trillions of them because it was every morning for a week.
The word allegedly, they use that word a lot. Where? In court. And guess who's currently in court?
Pedidler.
Pedonkadonk.
Pedunkley.
And you know, we got some misinformation. And realize with us, we are catching up on 3 weeks of information here, guys.
Right, lots to process.
So, we had this recording of Prince that they said was played in the court that we later found out was untrue. I don't even know for sure if this recording actually is in existence or if it was just like made.
Oh, you mean they didn't actually, it was people talking about it?
So, yeah, everybody was saying that there was a recording made.
Right, because I watched the video on that, but I didn't know.
I want to make sure I have, because Prince Diddy video. Actually, no, recording I would probably say. Audio recording.
It actually
acknowledged
her Jersey accent.
So this is a fact check. Okay, so secret Prince recording wasn't played at Sean Diddy Combs' trial. This is according to Yahoo News. During Sean Diddy Combs' federal sexual trafficking trial in New York in May 2025, prosecutors presented a recording. This is the claim. Presented a recording from Prince's final days alive in which he divulged details of Sean Combs' alleged illicit activities at past farties. Now, this is...
more than... Yeah.
Right.
That's like some kind of weird instrument for the beginning of the Hunger Games.
I think my neighbor Brad farted. So, that rumor was circulated online, and they are saying that the rumor, it says, a rumor that circulated online claimed federal prosecutors in the New York presented as evidence a secret recording of Prince exposing the music mogul. Specifically, the rumor said that in the 7-time Grammy-winning recording artist's final days alive, Prince divulged... However, searches on Prince... YouTube videos promoting similar rumors. So basically, it was false.
It was just a rumor. There wasn't no evidence.
But now what was stated that I thought was kind of fucked up was when Cassie was on the stand, I guess, allegedly Diddy's twin girls were sitting in the front row and they were like blowing her kisses and being little smart ass heifers. Yeah. Now that was confirmed to be true, and I'm like, well, they just...
First off,
and Cassie's like 400 months pregnant. Like, she's already under enough stress. She's up here and she's, looking her alleged abuser in the face. She's trying to get justice. And then
They're
she's got
just
these
like-
two little bitches that you just want to slap like the damn fucking twins on that one show with Haley Mills.
And like the
Parent Trap.
just like that person, the
Yeah!
very similar to the
Very much so. Very much
that's
so.
gross.
So, speaking of kids being kids being assholes, we're going to take a completely different approach now because those were kids being douchebags. Let's talk about kids being productive. Let's talk about the Crisley children. Now, Nick didn't know about these people, but
Yeah.
I know a lot about them. So Grayson Crisley, Savannah Crisley, and Chase Crisley, their parents are Todd and Julie. I can't believe her name slipped my mind for a second. Todd and Julie Crisley.
Why are Julies always evil?
Well, they're not, though. Here's the thing. They were charged with tax evasion, right?
Oh,
Back in
a common rich people crime.
2020, I think it was. And I believe, don't quote me, she got sentenced to like 7 years and he got sentenced to 12 years, which...
For tax evasion?
For exactly.
That's a waste of resources.
That's what I'm saying. Plus,
3 years tops, and then maybe 5 years on probation.
that's what I was thinking too, and I could not believe.
Oof.
So their children, especially their daughter, has done nothing but fight for them to be released. And Donald Duck, the orange duck, gave both Crisleys a full pardon, and they should be released any moment.
Now, why do some people hate them? Because I know people that absolutely cannot stand them.
So they are a matter. So here's the thing.
Because I've never watched any
Todd
shows
is
that
very feminine, and people.
Oh, I have heard people say he's a closet case. That is one thing I heard brought up.
And I definitely could see that. But then again, I
know a lot of
I think if
people that are
anything,
kinda
he's
like
bi
it.
clearly because
And you don't have to be gay or even bi
don't
to be a
have to be.
mama's boy.
right. But he's got a really, really thick Southern accent. So
Everybody
it
in the
makes
South
it
sound gay when they're
even.
talking.
It makes it even funnier. People in the South, not the Crisleys specifically, but people in the South put extra syllables in words that are like ice. That's how the teachers taught us. Clap and you'll know your syllables. Ice has one syllable. Coffee, 2 syllables, right? So this one particular episode, I remember Savannah had maybe her appendix out it was, and she wanted a specific kind of ice. She wanted Zaxby's ice, which I get it. I've been to Zaxby's before. It's great.
Do they have that atrocious
It's almost
Sonic Ice?
it's comparable to Sonic Ice, but I'm going to tell you what, if we had a Zaxby's around here, I would prefer Zaxby's Ice over Sonic Ice. It's very similar, but not.
I'm spaz about ice. I like big old fat chunks of ice.
Now,
I
see,
do not like
I
little
love
ice.
the Sonic Ice.
Frisch's Ice used to piss me the fuck off.
I like Frisch's Ice too.
Especially when they had Pepsi. For those couple years, remember when they had Pepsi and they were torturing us?
So she was recovering on the couch and she wanted ice from Zaxby's. And so she had told her dad, Todd, she said, can you get me ice from Zaxby's? And the mom was like, well, they have the same ice at such and such a place. And no, I want the one from Zaxby's or whatever. Well, the dad turns around. She wants Zaxby's ice. There was six syllables in that. And here, let me just find a clip of him so I can give you a little bit of a.
In my head, he talks like the sister's husband on Righteous Gemstones.
That's the next thing. Is the Righteous
I
Gemstones
still
because
haven't get
I did my homework. I said while you were on vacation, I would watch The Righteous Gemstones, and not only did I watch it, but my husband watched it with me too.
Isn't it one of the funniest shows you've ever seen on television?
Let me
That
tell you,
sister,
I laughed
her
so
potty
hard.
mouth when the things that she would say.
Oh, that sister, I loved her.
Like when they walked in on Dan Connor and Megan Mullany in a 69. she's
That
like,
was hilarious.
Look at that! Miss, what was her name? Judy? No, Miss Lisa or something.
Yeah, I
Miss
can't
Lisa got natty dick in her mouth! And I was just like,
Let's see.
crazy ass shit. Oh yeah, he's the husband.
Yep.
He is her husband.
That's the mama. That's the grandma. She's.
I love eating your sissy, honey. I swear.
Yeah.
Ooh, I can't imagine what it was like for them two in prison.
But you know, I know. But you know what? I watch their show all the time, and they are hilarious. Oh, I love watching
I've not
their
watched
show.
it, but everybody
And
at
I
my
am
work has
so
watched
glad.
it. One of my other friends has watched it.
I believe this is the first time I've ever supported something Trump has done. Not to get political, but let's get back to The Righteous Gemstones. So look, even though he was on vacation, I was still doing my homework. So I'm literally texting him while he's on vacation, like, okay, I'm on episode blah, 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 blah. And then I said, did you make it to the emotional support monkey yet? Because that was hilarious.
If you guys, so long story short, one of the characters gets hurt.
Yes.
And they need the help all the time. So as rich people do, they get not dumb things, but they put themselves in dumb situations on purpose.
Mm-hmm. I thought he was going to have sex with the monkey. I really did.
I did, and I was like, please don't take it this way. I
thought the monkey was going to be jealous
like
of the wife.
like a chicken fucking thing.
Yeah.
Like from.
I thought the monkey was going to like start giving him noggins and all that. Like, oh.
So
yeah.
He had a monkey that was really smart. You could say, hey, Mr. Watson, go get
Dr. Watson.
Dr. Watson, and go get blah, 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 blah. And he would bring it out. And you'd be like, oh, he brought the fucking thing for the guy in the wheelchair.
Yeah,
oh my
they
God.
trained this monkey to be like overly helpful. And then
I was thinking monkey shines from the 80s. Like, I was like, this is not going to go well.
So my favorite part of the entire series, I laughed, you guys, I laughed so hard, I had coffee coming out of my nose, and it started coming out of my tear ducts.
That's hot.
I have not had that happen since, like, I was young. And let me tell you, this was the funniest shit. My dad and I had always had a really horrible relationship. Like, I know the motherfucker loved me. Can you grab that, Cameron? I dropped my glasses. I know my dad loved me, but he didn't like me at all, and he made no joke about it. And, you know, sometimes when you have parents like that, you can visualize yourself just fucking snapping their neck sometime or throwing something at their heads. And so many times while my dad would be talking to me and putting me down or talking shit, I'd just picture myself just thunder punching him right in the fucking mouth. And so when baby Bobby Billy, or whatever his name is, Baby Billy Bobby goes to see his son, first and foremost, when he walks in and Macaulay Culkin's sitting there, I started laughing right then and there. It was like, oh, was that Kieran? Wasn't Macaulay?
It's the middle brother, not the baby brother.
Oh my gosh, you're right. You're right, it was. They all look alike. Them
they do.
Macaulay Culkin brothers.
Yeah.
So when he says, is there anything that I can do for you? Or what can I do for you that can... I just want to punch you so hard in the fucking face. And I had to pause it because that's when just because it just reminded me, like, I was laughing and crying. I felt validated by this.
That series just,
I messaged him and I was like, "Oh
Ridiculously
my
funny.
god! I just found my favorite part. I don't care what else happens in this thing.
He's getting a spinoff.
I can't wait. I can't wait for that."
I'm just hoping we see.
Keith is my favorite, man. Keith.
Oh, he's so great. Like, he's your favorite. He is way better than Cam, a straight guy playing a gay guy. Because the actor that plays Keith, he's a like family dude, like,
Yeah,
and does not look even remotely.
No, Eddie Close like that.
Yeah, like he looks so different off screen.
Very much so.
I
On
love
screen, he
his
was
character.
delicious, but that character just
Like when he's like, the tickle monster's coming to
Right,
get you.
or when
He's
they
like,
built the
"Oh,
treehouse."
no."
when they built the treehouse and somebody knocks down the door and he was like, "We just built that door." I can't remember how he said it, but it was so freaking hilarious. But yeah, I watched all of it, and then I was so sad because I watched all of it because that was it. It was done. I'm like, they need to hurry up.
We
with
don't want to
this.
ruin too much, but one of my other favorite scenes is when he rang the bell for the last time, and the thing came and got the you know who alligator. When the alligator came and ate the one guy.
Yes. Okay, that took
That
me a
was
second.
a pretty good scene. I was like super happy because he's evil. So this person
Evil.
deserved to get eaten by an alligator.
That's right.
What else funny happened? Oh yeah, the best part was just seeing the Joel Osteen Papaw in a '69, which is Dan
Oh my
Connor.
God, Dan Connor in a '69 was not on my calendar.
Yeah, but he was actually doing a good job, and somehow they made it look like they were really doing it. Fully
Megan
clothed.
Mullally was so funny.
Oh, she was great. She's like,
She's
"Hi
always
guys,"
funny.
as she's holding it with her hand on it.
Right. Oh, and then when Keith like falls off the wagon and goes back to the club,
Oh, and they are mean to him.
and they put him in the and the only thing shown, that was fucking hilarious.
Right, because then they put on their gas masks and they're like,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah,
they're-
you all
and they're
need
fine.
to.
Oh, that was great.
So, now we will. Oh, the day after we posted the last podcast, we got a whole ass new Pope from Chicago.
American Pope.
American Pope Leonardo DiCaprio.
Is that his? Oh, that is his name.
Pope Leo. And you know what? When
Leonardo.
people say it fast, it sounds like polio.
Pope Leo.
Yeah.
Pope Leo. Pope Leo.
Mhm.
Pope Leo.
So if you hear Pope
It
Leo,
does
you don't
sound
need to get an injection.
just
It's
like
just the
that.
Pope. And it was so cute because they interviewed both of his brothers, and they're like, it's just our brother Rob, and he's Pope now, but now everything has changed, so forth and so on.
Well, at least this Pope is not in connection with any of the stuff that happened in Cincinnati.
Right. I think he's gonna do a good job. He seems to have a really great sense of humor.
And he's very attractive.
And a sense of humor is a really great thing to have, because if you don't have a sense of humor, you're just a dry bitch, and you should just leave me the fuck alone.
I agree. And he looks great in Versace and Prada. And,
Pope?
yeah. Because I think that's legit, even though they joke about it. I think that's who makes all their clothes for the Pope.
I don't know. I thought it was
Because you have to have,
Betsy
like,
Ross.
you have to have pretty good people to make the kinds of clothes that they wear.
Right. And it'd be like blessed yarn from like
Right, like,
sheep's bathed in holy water.
yeah, like, I don't even know how you make cotton. Because it has to probably come from a special farm where everybody is paid good wages. Not from China. Or maybe they do use Chinese stuff. Like, does silk come from other countries?
I mean, there's sheeps everywhere.
Oh, that's true.
That's kind of like what my boys say. Like, you gotta work today? Do horses shit on Thursdays?
Every day is work when you are a
Farmhand.
homemaker or a farmhand.
Yes. So, I don't know. We'll go back in time for a little bit. When you were in school, didn't you hate those know-it-all bitches? And not like the know-it-all bitches, like the smart ones that did good in school and you could copy off of their papers when you
Right.
were late and you didn't have your homeworks every morning.
The topper. The
Yeah.
person that's like, oh, well, you think that? Well, here's this.
That. But being a bitch about it and not making a damn lick of sense.
Oh, that would be the moment I punch it.
So, see, I can't, people, okay. Here's the example. Here's what happened. There was a content creator, like, when my 30-year-old child was still living in the home. And he's been married for 113 years. So, it was Mighty Duck. Okay? And his mom, okay, so my oldest son's friends had told me, oh my gosh, you remind me of Duck's mom. Now, I didn't even have this haircut. Okay? I didn't have this haircut because she's kind of got the same haircut that I do now. Like, I was like 300 pounds and had long blonde hair. They were talking about or long brown hair, sorry. But they were talking about my personality. So, her birthday was recently, Duck's mom. And they had posted a video or whatever, and I said if I had $1 for every time my son's friend said that I reminded him of Duck's mom, you know, it would be amazing. And some random heifer named Joan said something like, yeah, no, or no, or something. Basically, no. And I said, what do you mean, no? I said, because you said no doesn't change the fact that this happened. And she's like, you know it didn't happen. Don't flatter yourself. I said, what the fuck does flattery have to do with it? Like, this bitch, like, you weren't sitting there when fucking Thomas Jefferson signed the Declaration of Independence, bitch. So did that not happen either? I went to school with a bitch like that. If she wasn't there, she didn't see it, it didn't happen. And that would just make me so mad. Like, who gives a fuck? And I'm like, lady. So I went back through her pictures or whatever, and there was a picture of her and her ugly ass husband celebrating their anniversary at the Cheesecake Factory. And she said, he's been in love with me since we were in school. And for whatever reason, it allowed me to comment on it. And I was like, yeah, no. I don't believe it, so he never did love you. I said, see how dumb that makes me fucking sound, Joan? Just like your shit, Joni Maloney. Know-it-all, bitch.
Her name was Jody.
Joan. So I called her Joni, full of baloney. Now, we went from Nick's vacation, we went through everything, and we are going to have a special segment towards the end. New segment. We'll get there in a minute, but we're going to start talking about my health. And if you look around, you'll see I have this very lovely cane that has been in my family for a long time.
It is well used.
The week of our last podcast, we shot on Tuesday, and on Wednesday, I woke up and could not move my leg very well, and decided to just go ahead about my day and do what I needed to do. And by the time I got home, it was awful. So long story short, I had an MRI. I have a tear in my meniscus. Severe osteoarthritis or arthrosis or some shit.
So that's like old lady leg.
Yeah. So, and the thing is, my insurance requires so many injections before they will okay a knee surgery. Now they will okay the hi Stella, arthroscopic surgery. Yeah, if we did that right now. But what we want is the complete knee replacement. So that's.
Do they take a knee from like a primate or?
I requested a 4-assed unicorn if they could find one of their knees, because they have to gallop to carry all them dump buckets.
That would be pretty cool. You'd be able to run a lot quicker.
Right, exactly. They could haul multiple ass. Anyway, so I started out needing just the cane, and then it moved to I need something. And I asked, does anybody have a knee scooter? And not thinking that's to put your knee on when you broke your fucking foot. So I get that, and I'm like, I can't put any pressure on my knee. I can't use this. So I sit on it like a damn motorcycle and start riding it around. And I'm going to put a motor on it.
You
I
could do
promise
that,
you,
like
I'm
one
putting
of
a
those-
motor on
One
it.
of those e-bike motors.
I'm putting a motor on it, and so we. So then,
Oh yeah, you can just stick your feet
currently-
up on that front bar.
currently the tripod that the phone is on that's recording is on my wheelie walker that you can like sit down on if your knee starts hurting.
And you have like a whole like storage bag underneath. of
Yeah.
it.
So, so the plan of action is I have an appointment on Monday. However, I'm on a cancellation list. So I will go back to my ortho and he is going to go in. I have some water on my knee. He's going to go in there and suck all that out. And then he's going to, while he's in there, he's going to put in a cortisone injection and then get me a referral to a surgeon. This referral and getting into the surgeon, he said, takes a couple months. We're going to go in there, talk to that surgeon. Hopefully this will, quiet it down until I can get into that surgeon and he can get, we're hoping that he'll just opt for the full replacement. So we're going to do another injection so I'm not in pain. Thank goodness. I had to let all of the gel and the cortisone get out of my knee in order to go and do the MRI. So, so I've been in massive amounts of pain, and there's been a lot of swelling. There was locking in my knee, which is very prominent of what's called a bucket handle tear in the meniscus. But according to my doctor, it's not what it is because those buckle handle tears require immediate surgery.
Now, none of that has to do with when you worked the glory hole.
No, see, because I used, what I did was I ordered extra large pool noodles and my legs were a lot smaller back then and I just slid it down and like wrapped my leg in it and then I just put like flesh colored pantyhose over it and nobody knew a bit of difference. And when I dropped it low and down to the flow, it was padded faux show.
That is absolutely
Protect your knees, hoes.
a brilliant idea.
So I'm going to do that. I'm going to take care of that. That'll help with everything. But currently, listen, my healthcare team is so impressed with how my knee has healed. Now, granted, it has been 3 weeks because, like I said, this happened the day after our last podcast. And here we are, 3 weeks later?
Mm-hmm.
And it's just now to the point where I can walk from my couch to my kitchen without a cane. Now today it's a little tender, so I've been using the cane a lot.
It's a little chilly out too.
But I currently have a wonderful plan of action, and I'll share it with you in case your fucking knee hurts.
I just
You
realized
noticed
it's
that?
already turning blue. Like you've already cooled it off some.
Yep, I've already
Or, I mean,
cooled it
warmed
off,
it-
warmed it up. So these, I got 2 of them, and you freeze them, and then you strap them bitches to your kneecaps.
Right.
Okay, so
Did
what
you
I
put that on
do,
your face too?
I have. I'm getting to all of those things. Oh, all of these things are wonderful, guys. So this also, you can strap it to your face. Have I? Yes. Why? Because I have hormonal acne on my chin, and I'm a picker. I'm a grinner. I'm a lover, and I'm a sinner.
Always.
I play my music in the sun. I'm a joker. I'm a smoker. I'm a midnight toker. I give my love and on the run. Okay, I digress. So, I always have one of these that
It
are
kind of almost
frozen.
looks like it's made for a face too.
And that's
right?
how I did it.
See, that is made for a face.
Glory, glory,
Like,
hallelujah.
It's even got 2 eye spots on the top.
So, I've been doing that. And then, guys, I started hearing about red light therapy.
Girl, I do it every day. I love red light therapy.
So, I found this on the Amazon jungle rainforest. And it has a heating element on it. And then it also has the red light and 4 different levels for the red light. So as I'm reading this, not only do I learn about its healing abilities for, the arthritis and all, and, helping to keep that shit at bay, and it has done phenomenally. Oh my god, I'm so impressed with these things. But I read that it helps with skin breakouts too. So I have 2 of them. So I have one on my knee and one on my face. And if I'm like playing a game on my phone, I'll play like 4 games, and that's like the equivalent to like 5-10 minutes. And I've been doing that every day, and it has dried up my stuff so significantly. And it's not itching when it's doing it, because that's what was happening before, is my skin would get so itchy, and then my knee-jerk reaction would just be to scratch it. Well, it's not doing that with this red light therapy. So you turn this button on, okay? And, you know, the heating element, self-explanatory, but we'll go on to the red light. Look, now that's a level 1,
What the shit?
level 2, level 3, and level 4. So, and then you can set it for a timer, and then I just kind of like put it here, because that's where my, you know, my acne is, and I just sit there and play my games on my phone. It has helped significantly. So these are a godsend if you have like swelling in your kneecaps and shit.
I do mine slightly different. I do like full, like I have like 15 red lights in my room, like a whole bunch of red lights, and then I have LED strings, and I just turn all the settings to red.
And I mean, you have really good skin. Like, you don't have a whole lot of wrinkles. I mean,
I do green
I
too.
don't have a lot of wrinkles, but where I do have my wrinkles, they're plentiful, like, you know, under here and everything. But that just shows that I have a sense of humor, unlike dry bitches. So yeah, that is my health update. One more thing, guys, and then I'll introduce I would like to share with you all that I am officially down 30 pounds.
Yay! Woo!
I'm doing it.
Satan!
And even with, you know, my knee being the way it was, whenever I would get up to like go to the bathroom, I would make sure that I would do some sort of extension exercise of some sort. Cameron, what's the time on that?
Shit, 36 minutes.
Oh, well, okay. That'd probably take it about up. Okay, so my son Cameron is going to have a segment today called Cameron's Corner, where he discusses things that just really
Piss me off.
piss him off.
Oh,
And
and
while-
I'm not gonna stop talking.
And whilst he's doing that, I'm going to refresh my coffee, and you'll hear me with commentary as well, and he can take my spot for, you know, Cameron's Corner. And without further ado, Cameron, welcome to Cameron's Corner. Things that piss him off, and it will piss you off too if you
Alright, this is what I
see.
needed.
Okay.
She's like,
I'll be back.
Like, that's all I needed.
That's
That
all we
introduction
need.
for him.
What the fuck is going on, guys? I'm back.
So, what makes you mad? What?
People who go to social events and just don't fucking like have any hygiene at all.
I would agree on that one.
Like I went to SmackDown like I think it was like 2 weeks ago.
And explain what SmackDown is. People don't know.
People know what the WWE is.
Not
Some
everybody.
people don't. It's a podcast.
Half naked men throwing each other around, basically.
And women.
And there's so there's a little
Those
bit
are
for
the bathroom
everybody.
break matches. Though.
For everybody.
That same chart pulled up last time I was here too.
It's the CIA listening to us.
Look, they're not delivering my shit. I know that. Which my
Okay, this is my segment.
my poop test was negative.
Yay!
Yeah, I don't have
Okay.
answer.
So I get to my seat, and next to me is a little kid and his mom and his dad. And I got up to go.
What order are they setting in?
It goes here's the stairs,
Uh-huh.
then my dad, then me, the little kid, the mom, then the dad.
Okay,
Right.
so he's 2 people away from you.
Yeah. No, that's all of them.
Right.
All of them.
Oh, all 3 of them.
Yes. And I get up because I want to go buy an autograph. And I get up. I could have went this way. I don't know why in the fuck I did it.
You went the other way?
Yeah, and I went through all of them. I was like, I'm just going to be a
stank
minor.
cloud. You went through a stank cloud.
Yeah. I get to the kid. I'm like, it's a kid. I I can't really get mad at that. I get to the mom, I'm like, oh, this is a trend. And then I get to the dad, and I'm just like, I get smacked in my shit. I'm like, God damn.
Maybe they didn't actually smell, they just smelled like him. That's even worse.
Oh, that would be hella fucked up. Take the kid. Anyways, and I get up, and I get smacked by this just gust. Smell like chili cheese Fritos, an asshole. And
I know the smell at the dispensary quite well. We call it the Northridge cologne smell.
And I'm like taken aback by it. So I'm like, damn. And he notices, and I hear him talking to his wife, and he says something about it. He ain't saying nothing to me.
You're allowed to notice when people have something so noxious that you describe it as cheese. That's a problem. It's different when you smell like wherever you work. Like if you smell like fried food.
Right.
Or you smell like machine grease or whatever. But when you smell like onions, you are not a prep
It's
cook.
almost as if, sometimes you just gotta slip some poopery in your back pocket and snap it at a bit sometimes. Because, if that can take shit smell out of a toilet, imagine what it can do for your neighbor at WWE SmackDown.
So
or Taylor Swift.
Wear your fucking deodorant. End of story.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, same thing goes for people going to conventions. Number one complaint from girls that go to conventions is the lack of deodorant from all the guys.
Yep.
If you are an incel, that's okay.
If you're going to the fair and you smell worse than a cattle,
take a shower.
Right.
Because your mom doesn't want to smell you, your grandma doesn't want to smell you, and any other adult siblings that you have that live in the basement with you, they don't want to smell you.
no.
If you smell yourself, period, and it doesn't smell good, get in the fucking shower.
And maybe just go get a small bottle of cologne. You can even do things like
you get samples at Ulta.
Exactly. You can get the sample packs of like 30 for $20 online. Take the whole thing with you. Keep a couple in your pocket. Smell different all day and smell good.
Shit, some bathrooms even got fucking little perfume things in the little
They
coin
still
thing.
do have
And
them?
you might quit being an incel if you just got some cologne and deodorant.
Wash your sack, damn it.
Oh yeah, and don't use 72-hour deodorant. That's only for people that work like 18-hour shifts.
Also,
I don't
if you're
use
going to be in the
antiperspirant,
heat,
but I do use deodorant.
yeah, if you're going to be in the heat, always never use the gel because
That prevents you from sweating.
that'll make you sweat. It'll go through the sweat because it's a gel, and the heat will heat the gel up, and then the gel will just be absorbed into your skin.
I just use Dr. Squatch. I used to use Tom's of Maine, but they got bought out by the big boys now, and they suck. Sometimes I use Everyman Jack, but only certain ones work, and they're all use a different base. Some's coconut oil, one is something else. Then there's the gel ones, which really don't work, but they make your pits smell a little bit good for like an hour.
Yeah.
I just can't stand that smell too, because you have so many people who roll out of bed
Cameron.
and come in.
I'll be back.
Yes, thank you, Cameron, for your PSA.
Wear your fucking deodorant.
Yep, that's always a good thing.
Okay. Well, before we sign off, I would like to let you know of something else that happened. I don't know if you noticed, but
yeah, I forgot when I came in.
we lost all of our big fishies. We don't know if we lost it to algae or the treatment for the algae, but they gone. Dolly, Junice, Sideburns,
Every goddamn
Big
fish.
Worm, Forrest Gump, all them sons of bitches. But now you can't really see, but we got 5 new fish. They're teeny, weeny, tiny, whiny. And of course there are 5 of them, so who do you think I named them after? There's 5 of them. 5. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Jacksons.
Yes.
Oh.
Michael, Randy, Marlon, Tito, and Jermaine.
That's hot. And how did one of them get a piece of rock all the way up there on Buddha's ear like an urn?
I don't know how that happened. I noticed that the other day and thought one of them had died on her ear. But that was not the case.
Yeah, this thing was missing everything, so it's glad that there's fish again. Now, will they get big?
I hope so, because I can't hardly see them. I can't hardly see them in
They
there.
do catch the light really good.
I
They
might
look
go
like
see.
little sardines.
I might go up. You know what, Cameron? We might go up to the Miger and see if they stocked up on their fish.
Oh,
They're
I
all
forgot
nice.
they actually have fish. They don't have anything else. They just have fish, right?
The lady there is kind of creepy. though.
Correct. Well, I'm kind of creepy.
The last time we got our fish, she literally fucking grabbed it with her hand.
That's fine.
Ooh.
Thank you for joining us. We missed you.
Hold on, I gotta say bye, y'all, too.
We thank you for all of your support. And again, we thank
I
Cameron.
appreciate the fuck out of y'all. Goodbye.
And it's the Punk
Unicorns Podcast.
We'll see you all next week.
Yeah, goodbye.